So hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today this video I'm gonna discuss about automation framework. So basically this video I'll explain that rough thing regarding that automation framework. So and for like a tester point of view, why that framework need to learn and all things I'll explain on this video guys. So let's start this video. So before starting that video, first of all let me clear some doubt, like what is a framework basically. So this doubt many people should have. So a framework is nothing but it is kind of a software development structure where that we can structurize that our methods, our code. So it will have like better like scalability, for improving better scalability, for improving consistency. Also we can implement it some kind of better coding practices, and our efficiency and speed will increase. Yeah, once we are working on that framework, also it will like improve some kind of security, and also we can maintain that code, we can use that code, so reusability will also improve. So because of this factor, like framework is needed, otherwise we can do all code in a single structure, single file, so but that is not recommended. So that's why that framework is needed. So basically here we can include some kind of pre-written code, libraries, best practices. So those things we can include here. We can structurize that our methods, structurize that our folder, structurize that our proper code, so that we can use like better, we can better reuse that code, our efficiency will be improved, our scalability will be improved. Now for a testing automation perspective, we have branch of framework. Now first thing is like linear scripting framework. So linear scripting framework, it is kind of a simple scripting technique where that all record, all like playback, all things will be there in a single file. So here I have added one example code. So this is, suppose a test login is my like one method. Inside that method only we have added that our locator, and we can also pass that some parameter, and which is not recommended at all. But this framework, it is a very easy to use, and it is kind of, you can say, kind of like it is very useful for a small scripting project. But suppose our scripting project is very large, and it is a very high chance to break that scripting code in middle because of that problem. So they are like linear scripting framework should not be included. Now another is like that is modular testing framework. Now here what happened, like here we can break down that application into a smaller and independent modules. Each module have their own separate code, separate we can say separate kind of structure element. So this testing framework is mostly used for that like small to medium size project. So like I have given here one example code, like where that I have created for each and every text field as in method. So like that way we have to create that small modules, so we can reuse that modules in that further process, and we can also like maintain that our code base upon that modules and all. So this is nothing but my modular testing framework. Another framework we have that is most useful, that is called data driven framework. So data driven framework is nothing but where we have a test data separate from that our test script. So we have written some test script, and that test script contains some data. So that data, maintain that test data along with test script is a very perplexing. We cannot do, or like we cannot do changes. So we cannot even aware about that if these changes will be making any problem, or making any problem in the future or not. So because of that, the data driven framework, it is a very good framework. This data-driven framework is actually segregate the data from my script. So here we can use CSV file, Excel file, and we can create that multiple test data. We can like locate that test data in a different folder, and then we can call that data to that our script. So here I have given one example. So data provider is an annotation where that test ng annotations are there. So data provider is a kind of annotations where like that we can pass their parameter or data. So here we can create that a method, and that method is an array object, 2D object array. So object array is there 2D, and then that we have use that data to that inside the test test annotation. So like that way data driven framework will work. Now we have another is that is keyword driven testing framework. So keyword is like keyword driven testing framework is nothing but where that we have create some keyword that is associated with code. We can making that test that more readable and maintainable. So through that keyword we just need to call that keyword. So for this testing framework, like better reusability will increase, and we can also, instead of writing that code from scratch, we just need to call that keyword, that's all. So here I have given one example. So in this example, like I have created one method, and inside that method I have created a bunch of keywords. Inside keywords only I have created some test data. I have passed some test data, and I have sent that keyword to that inside that method. So here switch case statement is gonna use. So switch case is nothing but is kind of like a conditional statement. So those things I'll explain later on my Java video. So now this is that nothing but my keyword driven testing framework. Another is like that most of the industries using right now, that is hybrid driven testing framework. All framework in this world is like an hybrid framework. So here we have data driven as well as keyword driven framework. So it is actually very flexible, maintainable and reusable. So for some case we are segregating the data from that our test script. For some cases we have created branch of keyword, and that keyword we can pass that our testing method. So this is nothing but a hybrid framework. I have given one example code where that I have created a array, and I pass the data, and then that same data I have used on that my keyword section where that I have created a method. Inside method I have all the keyword and all. And another thing is that it is a latest kind of technology or latest kind of framework structure, that is BDD framework. So BDD is a kind of behavior driven development framework. So mostly it is used by Gherkin language. We have branch of technologies kind of Cucumber and some kind of REST Assure. So those things are using this technology, where we have some annotations like given, when, then annotation. So given means like is already being predefined, that is called given. When means like here any action is going on or action need to perform, that is when keyword. And then is kind of assertion, where we have to check that our like action has been proper or not. So those things comes under then keyword. So this is that here I have given one example like that given, and then inside that I have passed some parameter, and means like pass some string parameter, and then I have written the code. So like that way behavior driven framework is work. So guys, so in this video I have explained regarding 6 testing most popular testing framework. This framework is used all over that industry. So but mostly currently that industry is moving or slowly moving from hybrid to BDD framework, because so many easy things are there. Here we have some data table concept. We can pass that data on inside the table, and also we have some data parameter. So those things is there. So guys, if this video is helpful for you, please subscribe my channel, help me to grow in YouTube. And if you guys have any kind of doubt, please comment down. If I have a proper time, then I'll definitely try to answer those comments. Thank you guys. Thanks for your valuable time, and thanks for watching.